I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. This video is going to be a little bit long, but please watch it to the end. I did 3 videos recently that have generated controversy. One is about Wole Soyinka's attack on Peter Obi. Some issues were brought to my notice. Number 1, that Goodluck Jonathan's mother is still alive. I strongly apologize for the mix-up. As I was reading through his book about what happened during those protests against him, and I mixed it with the death of his sister. I mixed the death of his mother with the death of his sister. But that does not negate the fact that carrying the coffin of Goodluck Jonathan was not depressing to his mother. I pray that his mother will live long and see that his son will be a national hero. Number 2, somebody brought it to my notice that Wole Soyinka was not in the protest that where somebody carried the coffin of Goodluck Jonathan. The truth of the matter is that he, alongside some religious leaders, were shown in videos and pictures leading the protest. And so by association, if somebody was carrying coffin the next day or somewhere else, he is liable as long as he can accuse Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi, of not being qualified for not controlling his obedient movement that he did not form. So I stand by my facts that the unwarranted attack by the highly respected Nobel laureate on Peter Obi was a goof and was unwarranted. Every other thing stands. Secondly, I did a video about somebody who relocated to the UK. It turned out that the person who sent the video to me told me it was a recent one, but it was 9 years ago. But that does not change the facts. 9 years ago, you were relocated to the UK. Some people said they were renovating your house. How many of us and how many of your members can relocate to the UK when they are renovating one house? How many Nigerians have renovated their houses comprehensively? How many church members have renovated their houses comprehensively that they will move to the UK? Some people said that whoever they thought I was speaking about was married to a British citizen, so he had a right to live in the UK. The simple questions are, number 1, were there no Nigerian females who had served in the church, who were very, very righteous, that could be married after the death of a wife? Must you selectively go and marry the one in the UK that is a citizen? Okay, you have a right to marry whoever you want to marry. We won't go into the duration before marriage. The next thing is that you have not made a contrary statement that you are back in Nigeria. How many of you, his members, can relocate to the UK, have a house there? Let me ask a simple question. He has not made a secondary statement that he is now based in Nigeria. You can relocate to the UK 9 years ago when you were telling us that God ordained Buhari and Oshibanjo to change Nigeria. And you were relocating to the UK. That 9 years ago. And 9 years later, you are still coming to endorse Tinubu that he will build Nigeria. Do you really live in Nigeria? If you come and preach in Nigeria and do great crusade, Reinhard Bonnke was based in Germany, but he was all over Africa doing crusades. Do I have an alternative home in the UK? Who built the UK? Were there religious leaders like this and then they built the UK? There are so many questions I will need to ask, but I don't want to open my mouth. There are so many things I know. So many things I know. If I open my mouth, if any person plays nonsense near me and I open my mouth, people will run. People will run. So, the singular message I am passing, you as a Nigerian Christian, serve God, love God, but plan for your life. Plan for your life. Build your economy so that you can also have a house in the UK, so that you can also relocate. Where are his children? Don't we remember the wedding somewhere overseas with limousine? How many of your children wedded with limousine? Church people, use your brains. Use your brains. Don't be dummies. I am not attacking the church. Cardinal sin. Somebody said that as a pastor, I shouldn't be talking about politics. I shouldn't be talking about leadership. Listen and listen well. Cardinal sin in Manila, in the time of Imelda Marcos and Ferdinand Marcos, led the Catholic nuns to chase them out of power. Desmond Tutu was resident in South Africa and fought against apartheid. Martin Luther King Jr. was resident in the US when the problem started in Alabama with what's her name now? The seamstress. They were resident in their countries. They did not flee away. They did not flee away. You will flee away, then you come and do crusades. Rubbish. Stay here with us if you, and suffer the pain with us if you endorse these people. Why must you be running to endorse politicians? And then you say I should not talk. So I should not talk. I've not had electricity here for 3 weeks. I pump my own water. The meager salary I pay my teachers. Before they buy fuel and buy gari and buy this is finished. I feel the pain. If I transfer it to the parents, how much will they be able to pay? I feel the pain. Your children can't even attend the schools they use your tithe and offerings to buy. Don't you use your brains, church people? Don't you use your brains? So I should be calming down. Calming down for what? What can you do to me? I've told my children they should not do a marble grave for me. If I die, they use a white cloth to wrap me and throw me inside. When I used to go and preach in those days, I would tell my wife, I had only 2 shoes. I would tell my wife, if they arrest me, go back home. We must fight for the soul of this country. And I'm against the duplicity of religious leaders, duplicity of elders, duplicity of politicians. And I'm telling the people, take your life into your hands. Take this nation into your hands. I respect Showore. I respect him and Deji. Showore went to the US and he came back to answer a court case. How many of you will do that after being deprived of being a Nigerian, a free citizen for so long? Showore went and came back. He has remained consistent. Deji, the lawyer, stood by him. Another person made a comment that when one person dreamt he was in the US, he was in the US. Una no get sense. When they said that when COVID came, they said American citizens should go back to the US. My friend and several Nigerians I know who had American passports went to the US. Nigerians, let me ask you a simple question. During COVID, where were your children? Where were you? Where were you? At least if he was dreaming with COVID in the US as at that time, he was guaranteed of good health care. And he was with his children. But you were here Churches were closed. You couldn't feed. Things were bad. And somebody was dreaming in the US. And he has settled there. They are telling me he dreamt in the US. Do you people have common sense? You people have common sense. When he dreamt, then he relocated. It doesn't mean that he dreamt in Nigeria, then relocated. If that is your interpretation, fine. But I stand by the simple fact that one of the problems in this country, why this country will not change, why Africa will not change, is duplicity. I was made the chairman of a body to select PDP governorship candidates in Delta State because they knew I will say the truth and I will stand by the truth. And I told them, let us not endorse anybody. Sheriff, I want me to call names, I will call names. Sheriff Oborewori, David Edevie, Agas, 11 of them wanted to contest for PDP primaries. Matthew Edevie was my classmate. I sat with him in the same class. It's my friend. His brother was contesting, but I was not biased. I needed a level playing field. And I said that we should not hobnob with these people we want to endorse. We want to listen to their debate. I did not know that among these very prominent Nigerians, if I mention their names, you will be scared. Among these prominent Nigerians, as me, Mumu, was sitting down discussing with them as chairman of the committee, in that same meeting, they were phoning the candidates behind. They were phoning this. And I told them, don't endorse any person. One man drinking brandy with his beard like a shoe brush attacked me. Then I resigned. But Architect Majoro, the then president or president general of Government College Worldwide, asked me to come back, and I respect my seniors. So I came back. I told them UP Yoruba Progress Union should not endorse any candidate. And I was preparing with Marcus Ekure to do the interview online. Before I knew it, they had planned behind me, this same, my tribes people. They had planned behind me. These are people you know in this country, multi-millionaires with reputation. They had planned behind me to endorse David Edevie. The Sunday we were supposed to do the interview, Urobo Voice now published what the President General said. What is his name? Said that UPU has endorsed David Edevie. David Edevie is very good, very articulate, very polished. But that led to his failure. All the local government chairmen rebelled against that decision. The point I am making is this. Nigerians, you are with them, but they are planning against you. They don't have a straight voice. Duplicity. Go and read Goodluck Jonathan's book. The House sat on a Sunday in the history of Nigeria just to push Goodluck Jonathan away. Sat on Sunday, including members of his team that had decamped to APC. Whoever supported that move and brought what we are in this country is a demon. And whoever does not practice equity practices iniquity. Whether you do crusades, whether cripples walk or not, the Bible says, depart from me, ye workers of inequity. Nigerians, when it comes to their tribe, it comes to their religion, it comes to their region, it comes to money and favor, they will change like the weather. You church folks defending this, do you know them more than me? If I open my mouth, I will fubara people if I open my mouth. So just stay in your lane. These people They don't love this country. They don't love you, church people. They love themselves and their families. And Femi Falana just came out with a video. Now listen and listen well. I love God. I've spent my money doing missionary work, doing social work in different places, from prison to motherless babies' home to whatever. But that does not mean our leadership in the church, our leadership in the country should not be called to order. I remain your friend. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But do I care? Now you sabi. Do I care whether you're my friend, whether you like me or not? I cannot calm down. This country is dying. Our people are suffering. Calm down for what? Our people are dying. Calm down for what? I have a seminar coming up on the 7th and on the 8th on becoming a man of value and high net worth. 7th and 8th. Send a message to +234 70 52 13 67 63 to attend that seminar. I want to thank Tunde Ednoth, the Kingmaker, for sharing 2 of my videos back to back. I know how people beg him. I know how much people charge to share people's videos. He doesn't know me. I have not met him face to face. That's how to be a person of value. Come and learn something during that seminar. I have properties for sale. Your money will be safe in my hands. Your properties are safe. I have documents of land close to 500 million, if not more, that I keep for those who bought from the diaspora and different tribes of the country. God bless you.